Alright, we're back. Again. Many commenters have commented. Oh boy, right? Scrapaholic. He's commented many times about the sensor on the oil pressure sensor leaking. I checked that out. It seemed like a good lead. Yeah. It's a little greasy around there, but not a tremendously noticeable leak, which kind of surprised me because I really figured that would have been it. What are we doing here while we're loading up? All right, Larry Meyer comments. He's like, oh, I wish I could help you. I'm like, dude, I've got no less than, honest to God, no less than 200 legitimate projects going on all at once, and nothing finished. I'm so wired of this freaking caffeine that I'm sleeping making this video. Guzzle. I like the Rain brand more than the Monster. Oh, there's no Rain cans in there. Rain, like king. You don't gotta show us king. It's YouTube, so it's just silly season at all times. Rain, because I'm a king, right? They could sponsor this show. I could be like Jabba. I'm looking for sponsors. Huh? What? Sponsors? Come on, man. Anyway, the idiot light on this thing, left on for a couple of days, drained the battery because the bigger idiot, the guy in the reflection with the crazy hair, left it on because he's a dim bulb. This battery's not charging up though. Oh, make a liar out of me. Ha 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 ha. This battery's not charging up. Then the thing fires up. Alrighty. This thing is due for an emissions inspection. What's with the smoke? Alright, let's shut this down. That's pretty sus. Smells like oil. Always shut your motors down when you see smoke or steam. I don't know, it's kind of like foggy, humid. That's a little greasy there. That's not a good sign. Well, I wanted to charge it up to see if the check engine light was on, and it did not come on. so I want to take it to Mission's place ASAP. We haven't gotten any further on this project. Project halted. Project halted because other projects are clamoring. Good God, right? I had like some other fellow renters on the property. Some truck driver guys saying, why are you messing around with the little Tonka trucks? Get your big truck running. Well, I'm not going to drive the big truck around to the curbside looking for scrap. That is strictly a hauling vehicle, which I've been talking about getting running probably longer than Beeper and Son Garage talking about getting his, I don't know, whatever, you name it, running, his Mach 0. It's a little walk around. This is the King's version of the walk around. How come you never see that guy do any car repairs, though? That's like Java, you do see kind of doing car repair sort of. But the other guy, you don't really see him except for maybe. He's not stupid, though, all right? This is my review of the channel. Beeper and Son Garage is not totally stupid, okay? In fact, I smell cigars or something while I'm making this video. Let's go over here. He's actually ahead of me, or smarter than me he does go around and constantly try and get his car started, which I don't do that. And as a result, you end up with a vehicle that you want to keep, but now doesn't start or run because you never took your little gas can and poured some into the carburetor and a little starting fluid, changed the spare tire or whatever, a flat, battery, jumping the battery. Let's see, starting fluid or gas, tires, and batteries. That's what Beeper and Son Garage is about. But, okay, that is smarter than me, okay, because if you don't do that, you end up with dead Dodges, right? Which, just sitting there, even though you're not running them, fuel lines are going bad, brake lines are going bad, and you name it, whatever else is going bad, because it's going bad, because it's sitting around rotting. I gotta take all this apart. Gotta take the water pump back off. People keep saying it's the head, but I was Googling around on YouTube University auto repair section, and I smell the cigars again. I do see several people that make claims that the timing chain cover springs a leak. And that's what I think is going on here. Is, or at least we're hoping that. But I guess to get that off, you gotta take the harmonic balancer off. Looks like a 1-inch bolt. I've never pulled one off in my whole life of working on cars, so that would be a first right there. Okay, so flat tire, that's a beeper and sun garage thing. Dead battery. I gotta close the hood or the light bulb will run the battery down. I'm working on putting together a scrap load here. That thing. I forgot my battery for the Ryobis. I left it in another car, along with the air pump. So yeah, now as of this writing, the leak has been repaired. As of this writing, as of this video. It's halfway okay today, weather-wise. I mean, it's a little rainy out, but yeah, I had my boy helping me with, I don't know, him and his friends had Dungeons and Dragons scheduled. So he had to leave. Well, just like the car starting make me into a liar, there's one little drippy drip on the oil filter, but nothing serious. Not dripping on the ground. Ooh, look at that extensive rust out. Now we gotta fix the, I think it's the return line for the fuel system drips. It's not a massive leak, but it's something that needs to be addressed. Sometime. Man, around Christmas time, that's all you hear. Freaking Amazon. Beep, beep. I'm not complaining. I don't care. At least somebody's got a job, right? I like the rain. Oh, cherry lemonade. What I really like is that Spike energy drink. It's got 600 milligrams of caffeine in one can. But I swear to God, today I've had like, well, the rain has 300, and I had 4 of those, and 2 of these, so I think these are 200. So it's like 1,600 milligrams of caffeine today. I think I'll be the guinea pig. Judging by how I feel, I think that's a little over the top. Because I had like probably 1,500 milligrams yesterday, and I wasn't wired, but I was like so tired that I couldn't sleep. I was so tired I couldn't sleep. I started playing around with that phone that I got from Bob from Gill Skills over the summer, like way back in June. Trying to utilize that device rather than the one that I got. The one that I got right now that I'm using to make this video it's a piece of junk. It's got a broken screen. It's all cracked because it fell out of the door on this truck because it's all rusted away. When I made a sudden hard turn to the right, and I don't know, I think I lost a couple of screwdrivers too. This happened like almost a year ago now. Time flies. Yeah, I showed this in the other video. The repair is complete, which is cool. Oh, I got so many parts to do, I swear to God. Then we have oh, it's so good to just pull the dipstick and not see that the oil is 2 quarts low. Before every trip, like going to the junkyard, I check all the fluids, make sure everything is where it needs to be. Antifreeze, oil, trans fluid, brake fluid. I learned that a long time ago, like before I started driving. My cousin was like nuts about automotive fluids and stuff. So I'm trying to figure out, I'm going to put those appliances probably in there. Say I'm building like a Jenga wall. Then maybe I'll put that on the tailgate, possibly with another appliance of equal size, and tie it down there, and off we go. Oh, so you often hear me say, the scrap man never wants, he just waits. So I found this thing yesterday. What's so important about it? Well, it's got this thingamabob that ain't broken. That little twisty thing. You put your handle on there and you twist it, and it's supposed to go down, but I think this one is broken. But that twisty thing is intact on this one. while back. It works, but I have it. I got it jerry-rigged. I got a vice grip on it because that part's broken. So I use this to release. So I could probably strip this one for parts. Because I don't think this thing works. I think it's stuck up in the up position. All right. Projects. See, like, here, come along with, not to mention these projects. Allegedly, these two generators run. I haven't gotten around to doing that. I'm building up a little pile there. A little pile of batteries. Oh, stupid commercial. I can't stand that. Doors that I found at the curbside like about probably 6 weeks ago. I wanted to like lightly sand them down. It is a nice coloring, but I wanted to paint them white. They do have some damage here and there, so I was going to take some wood putty and take care of that problem. And then paint them white. And, you know, paint all the walls in the house, whatever trendy color is going on. At the moment, time to sit down. I've been walking around for a little bit for it's too much caffeine, guys, because like I feel like I'm sleeping, but I'm not. I'm like too wired to snooze, but so in conclusion, those energy drinks they have a purpose. I mean, they're good for, you know, like I feel like nodding off. I just need a little boost right now, and then that's it. Not not to be an idiot like me and try and use it as rocket fuel to power you through the day. Look, it gets a little bit warmer out here, and then the weeds start blossoming again. What the heck? 9 days before Christmas? Time to sit down again. See, I'm pooping out, which is no good, because going by experience, it's gonna take me a day at least just to recover, and like probably 2 days actually to normalize myself, maybe even 3. But my daughter is, the youngest one, is staying over by the relative's house right now because it's close to, well, before she had a car so she could get to work without any worry. But now that she's got a car, I've been teaching her how to drive. So I gotta drive all the way out there, or all the way over by there, however you want to put it, and drive with her as a passenger, drive with her to work, and then take the car back. And obviously she doesn't have a car at her work, so I have to wake up, you know, for her shift and return back to her work with her car so she can. So, and on top of that, sometimes I've been driving my wife to work. So it's like I'm keeping three schedules. Mine. Wow, there's a couple of bugs. What the heck? Do you see them? They're like swamp flies or something. 9 days before Christmas. That was a squirrel moment, right? I'm explaining like I got three schedules going on. So, yeah, this is the story of the king. Now it's going to be crash and burn time. Guzzle guzzle sounds. Just guzzle sounds here, not like on the Java channel with flatulence, burping. What the hell? Dude. I guess he was staying in a no-tell motel or whatever. And he was on the channel commenting. I don't know, the lady that works at the hotel, at the front desk or whatever, on the clothes that she was wearing. She's wearing a see-through top. Wow. And a business jacket. What the? Well, I guess Mako and Mako boys, father and son, and poor man's speed shop, I guess both of them? Or maybe it was just Mako, called the hotel to say that there's a guy there that's cooking and doing live streams talking about the employee that works there. So I guess the hotel didn't like that. So now for Jabba. There's a little sip left. I guess the story about Jabba is he's living at Camp Jeep now. What's so funny about that, King? Well, the fact is, there's nothing really funny about it. It's just a complete catharsis. Like, dude. Why would you do that to yourself? I'm speaking about Jabba. Like, why would you make yourself homeless? I mean, I was homeless before and it sucks. Trust me. I don't know where to put this bag where it's convenient. Yeah, being homeless, it's horrible. There we go. I burped, all right? So now I'm like Jabba. I'm going to put it right here. That car ruined that guy. That Java guy. Which one's the tensioner? None of them? One of them? I forgot. That looks like a tensioner right there. This is got a round circle in the back. Huh. You would think that I would remember. Not. ADHD, kind of like, oh yeah, blame it on something, King. Yeah, well, one of the reasons why I forgot, because you're stupid. I agree. Wholeheartedly. That's a sloppy fit. But you know what? Chicken butt. I could, I can get that to go on there without it stripping. But that's what I'm doing. Look at this trash can, huh? Look at it. Look at it. That's a common thing said on YouTube. Look at this. I like that one channel, Simon Ford Man. It's like all one word run together. There's no talking. He just gets some old relic that's been sitting in the weeds, sometimes for decades. He gets the damn thing running. He gets the damn thing running. There you go. That's the tensioner wheel. Simon Ford Man. Wow. Far more talented than I've ever been. Will be. King, you couldn't hold a candle to him. Why would I hold a candle to him? He got this like I think it was like a 1940 something Willys Jeep. Half of it was like rusted away. He got it running. There was water in the head. I mean, not the heads. Water on the pistons. He took the heads off, and there was water in there, and he got the thing running. Like, huh? Well, I mean, if you're that good on YouTube, you get tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of views. I think that video got 700,000 views. You make enough money off of that video, or you could just fart around with stuff like that, and that's your pay. Recording yourself, getting something running like that. No talking. There's no yapping, so I guess there's no translation required, right? You don't have to hear like somebody's voice in English and then it's translated into whatever language your native language is. Where you have that overdubbing. I don't know what size of there. 15 millimeter maybe? Anyway, anywho, Simon Ford, man, in my opinion, like, I know they're different type of car people, but he blows that Scotty Kilmer out of the water. Who, there's another channel that I've been following. The guy cracks me up because he's funny, and that's the point. Uncle Brian. He's made some pretty funny claims about Scotty Kilmer. I'm thinking to myself, no wonder he's so loud in the driveway, swinging his arms around all over the place, talking about a Toyota or whatever. One thing you'll never see, though, is you'll never see Scotty Kilmer with a 5-gallon bucket of somewhat rusty tools in a Dunkin' bag. Of course not, King. He makes his money off of YouTube. That would destroy his career. No kidding. I don't know. There we go. Look at that. Perfect fit. (9/16) fits in there too. So that one movie, what the heck is it? With Chevy Chase. It's like some old movie. The heck is this? Something about golfing. Seems to be like a legendarily loved movie by Ben. It's in the hole. What? That saying. It's in the hole. I could never figure it out. I remember taking a boombox with a cassette tape and recording that over and over. I'm playing it over and over again and again and again at different speeds, and I could never figure out what was being said. Get in the hole! I guess he's saying fits in the hole. Ha 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 ha. Funny. King, you're a downer. I don't know. I've always thought like humor like that, kind of like okay. King, quit letting your head. Well, that's part of making the YouTube video. Yapping about nonsense. Ring that bell. Ring that bell. I did that a few times on my channel. I used different bells. Bell that I found in the scrap, a church bell, and I don't know. I actually lost subscribers. Ooh, it's getting windy and colder. I actually lost subscribers because of that. I would think that that's what it was, because any video that I did that in, I either stopped gaining subscribers or I lost a couple. Maybe people are offended by it. Should actually try and record like what screws came out of where, because some are longer than others, and you don't want to put the long screw in the short hole because it'll bottom out, and I guess you can damage something, right? You need a persuasion bar, King, or something longer there. What? Why do I do that? Why do I narrate? I'm actually not making fun of the commenter. I'm just commenting on my own stupidity. That's why I do that, if you wanted to know. In case you were wondering. There's my quickie persuasion bar, ratchet extender. My cartoon version of life. You know, where the cartoon character, like Bugs Bunny, just reaches behind himself and he just comes up with whatever he needs at the moment. Come to think of it, I have another commenter, Pieces of Pete, is commenting that, you know, how he's, lately in life, he's signed over his worldly possessions. He's only got one vehicle, a decent running vehicle, and he owns nothing and he's happy. Well, I wish I could get to that point, but then I'll be homeless. Because I don't have anything. There's really no way for me to make any kind of living. So this is the price you pay. So there's other channels where I've had people comment. I'm not going to mention the subscriber on this one, but Mike the Scrapper. I don't know. I always thought the channel was pretty good, but then I'm like, how do you? He had people actually comment on some of his videos. How do you find that much stuff? So I had a couple of people comment on my channel that it's entirely sus, that there's no way that he's finding that amount of material. And I think Mike the Scrapper actually commented on his own show that he's been doing it for years and years and has built up contacts, which pet safe antifreeze, which I should have got a bucket, but I was not expecting that to leak out of there. Like, why is it leaking out? Because look at this hose is actually lower than there, so that must have been a pocket of a little couple ounces of antifreeze that I didn't even know were there. Mostly water. Because I kept pouring water in there trying to find the leak. I've never had that happen before. Like, that's higher up right there than this hose is right here. You would think that everything came out of there. Unless there's something else wrong on this thing that I didn't know about. Yeah, you know, as a side note here, if you can, only buy the the pet safe stuff because it's non-toxic. And if your dog gets into it, because it's kind of sweet, it's not going to harm it. It's not going to harm wildlife either. So there's always that. I don't know. For those that care, I mean, there's a lot of people that never thought about it, or I don't know what else I have to take off of this. I guess I watched a couple of videos where the AC compressor and the alternator have to come off as well. So this is kind of a big project, which if you had a professional shop do it, probably looking at about $1,500. Imagine having the dealership do it. Dealership mechanics hate working on older stuff, even if it's their brand. The mechanics don't like working on rusty wagons. And this is an engine compartment, so you're not really dealing with so much rust per se. Are we a lawyer? I'm a lawyer. You know that Harvey whatever from TMZ, that little outtake. I'm a lawyer. Ring that bell over and over. Are you all enjoying the long form video? Oh, drop that one on the ground. Dang it. Well, my one buddy that he works on cars, stuff like that. He does stuff that better than the car wizard from Hoovie's Garage. I'm serious. He's like, oh, I don't know. There's all kinds of things wrong with him, I guess now. Physically. It's like I can't work on any of your stuff until May. You know what? I don't think he wants to work on anything of mine anymore. See? Now there's a little couple ounces antifreeze in there. Where's that coming from? Oh, I think there's a problem other than I remember all the work I had to do to get this stupid old tube in this new water pump, because the new water pumps are not sold with the metal tube. Oh, I don't want to have to relive that project, but guess we're going to have to. It was not fun. Trust me. Why would we trust you, King? I'm gonna have to pick all this out, because that's not gonna form properly. I got an air pump for that back tire. I want to sit down. So, yeah. Have one last sip of the energy drink. Oh, God. Slurp, slurp. All right, kids. I'll bug you later. You're bugging me. You know, like Bono from YouTube. Stop bugging me. The way he says that. Stop bugging me. I can't do an Irish accent. I can't do any accent. That's my attempt. At a Bono accent. Plus, Ireland, that little island, depending on where you live on that island, depending on where you live in Ireland, believe it or not, people have different dialects. That blows my mind, because the place is like, how many square miles? It's like not even, I don't know, it's probably like the size of Illinois or maybe Indiana. You know, then I think about it. People in southern Indiana have like kind of a Kentucky sort of accent, and in Illinois, people outside of Chicago and the Cook County area, like coming out more like out this way, people have kind of like a different accent. So yeah, all right, well, I solved the problem right here, right? But still, you know, I don't know. It's just England. I can understand. You know, it's a little bit bigger. There's many millions more people, so you're gonna definitely have different dialects and accents. To me, you know, to my ear, people from like the London area, they like speak slower or something. It sounds that way to me. Could be wrong. No expert. Just to my ear, it sounds like they're talking slower. I don't know. All right. I think that's the caffeine in me, like just yapping, because I'm actually like sleepwalking. I'm not going to remember any of the. I'm going to have to look at my own YouTube video to remember what kind of repair work I did to that Dodge.